the weirdest dream.
You want to talk about it?
Oh, you're probably busy.
No, it's all right. Go ahead.
We were at our high school prom. We were dancing. And somebody called my name, and I turned around. And when I turned back, you were gone. And then the whole room was empty, and it changed. It turned into the room of your new house, Coach's old house. And I was running around to all the doors, and I was trying to open them, and they were all locked, and I couldn't get out. And it was freezing. And I knew if I stayed in there that I would freeze to death. It was so cold. And I turned around, and there was a sweater sitting on the floor. So I went over, and I picked it up, and I put it on. And I realized it was the old Letterman sweater that you'd given me when we were in high school. And when I put it on, I knew that I'd be safe and warm, and I'd be all right. I woke up.
Every once in a while I have strange dreams, too.
I don't usually remember my dreams. Oh.
How are you feeling?
A little better. That painkiller's helping. My side's not hurting as badly as it was. Oh, what time is it?
Just after 12. You should get some more sleep.
I will. Tired. Scotty, thank you for taking such good care of me.
That's what I'm here for. Sweet dreams.
Yeah. Hopefully dreams without locks on doors.
Good night.
Come on, Sonny. Let's chow down. Success makes me hungry.
No, I can't eat. Gotta get this over with.
You can't do anything for another hour until the guard leaves the museum anyway. What are you so uptight about? And after all, Julia gave in. We won. Those papers are sitting right there in the vault just waiting for you. You take them, and then you take Cece.
Yeah, that's what this is about for me, more than the money. I want to get the old man.
Yeah, well, they run about neck and neck for me.
I let myself get taken in by all that sweet talk about how much he loved her, his firstborn son, and couldn't we put the past in the past? All along, he didn't give a hoot in hell about his firstborn son. Well, now he's going to have to stand by and watch that firstborn son blackmail him. I can't wait.
Well, you're only going to have to hang on for a few more hours. Then the whole thing's going to come true for you.
Yeah. First, I got to figure out how to get in that vault.
Hey, maybe I can help you there.
What time is it?
It's just a little after midnight. Cruz is going to call real soon.
It's still so hard for me to believe, you know, that it's Zach.
I know.
I don't really know how to feel. I feel like I'm gonna fall apart.
Well, you're not. Because I'm here with you, and Cruz has got everything under control. You got to believe that. Jack is going to lead him right to your baby.
There's no one there. Safe. She had an accident. She hurt her ribs, and I just thought I should look after her for a while.
What kind of accident?
She had a fall. She's going to be all right.
So why didn't you tell me she was here before when I called?
I guess I get turned on by the sound of your voice, and I just forget everything else.
Oh, right, right. That's why I have to at least call your name 6 times when I want to get your attention when you're working.
Well, since you know me so well, do you also know that I'm glad to see you?
Thought I couldn't wait till breakfast. You hungry?
Yeah, I'm hungry.
I brought a picnic.
Well, I can't leave.
Who said anything about leaving? Don't worry, don't worry. She won't hear a thing. We'll chew very quietly.
Mr. Dixon, this is District Attorney Wainwright's personal assistant, and she asked me to let you know that your replacement's going to be a tad late tonight, so she didn't want to hold you up, and so she said you could leave at your usual time.
Oh, but the vault will be unguarded.
Oh, that's all right. It'll just be for a few moments.
Well, okay, if the DA says it's all right. Besides, I can't wait to get home. My bursitis has been kicking up something fierce.
Oh, well, try some ice. I find that cold is very good for bursitis. Good night. Done. Now, we've already told the midnight staff that they shouldn't show up, so now Mason can go about his dirty little deed without any interference. And then later on, when the guards say they got a call from your personal assistant, you can always deny that you had a personal assistant. It'll look like the thief had complete control of the plot.
Great. Thanks.
Well, don't look so thrilled. In an hour or so, any evidence in the case against Cece is going to be in Mason's hands. And Michael will be completely safe from disgrace.
I wonder if it's possible to hate myself any more than I do at this moment.
Do you want to call the whole thing off?
No, I'm just gonna live with it.
I'm just sorry that snake Cece didn't get what he deserved, but I know you'd hate yourself even more if you ruined Michael's career.
It wouldn't have ruined his career. It would have just destroyed something that was important to him.
Would it have been so important to him if he knew it was at your expense?
He's never gonna find that out, because I'm never gonna tell him, and neither are you. I had to make a choice between my ideals and a friend, and I chose friendship.
Friendship or love? There, I said it.
Augusta.
Julia, I know you've told me, and I'm sure you believe that you just have a platonic relationship with Michael, but don't you think you might be fooling yourself just a little bit?
Hello?
Michael?
Cruz, where are you?
I'm heading into the
I'm sorry, I didn't catch that.
At the Hatchaby Mountains, I'm going straight into him. I'm on Zach's tail. The trouble is, it looks like it's going to be a storm shaping up pretty soon. I may not be able to call you anytime again. How's Eden doing?
She's okay. She's right here.
Listen, before you put her on, I want to ask you to do something. Is there anybody else there who can stay with her?
Sophia's here. Cece's on his way.
All right, then I want you to get over to Zach's apartment and take the place apart, especially the basement. There's got to be something there we can use. Something to help break him down.
If there is, I'll find it. Here's it.
Honey, hi. Where are you?
Sweetheart, I'm fine. You should just stay calm. Don't worry about it.
I can't hear you. I can't hear you very well.
Sweetheart, I'm going to bring Audrey on the phone.
What? I can't hear you.
I love you, darling.
Cruz? Cruz?
Eden? Come on, man. Take me to my little girl.
I don't want any bubbly. I want sleep.
Bunny, this is an emergency.
Tina, will you just drop it? Getting late. Besides, I don't want anybody else involved in this.
Well, Bunny is not just anybody else.
Involved in what?
Your specialty, safe cracking. Well, actually, it's vault cracking. You know the vault at the museum?
The museum? What are you two into? Oh, no. Let me guess. This has to do with C.C. Capwell and the big scheme on how you're going to wipe him out, right? Second thought, I'm going to need a shot of this. The answer's no, just like the last time.
Bunny, you helped me out the last time. You dressed up and pretended to be me to confuse Augusta.
And you wound up with a slammer anyhow, right?
But this time, everything's been set up.
He doesn't need to know all our business.
I trust Bunny with my life.
Yeah, fine. Just don't trust him with mine. Now, don't worry, Sugar Bun. Sonny's got everything under control. Come daylight, those memos will be ours.
Now, wait a minute. I think maybe I'd better go along with you just to make sure those memos don't disappear.
Hey, we got a new deal, remember? We trust each other. Besides, I think you girls ought to stay here and keep each other company.
No, Bunny! Sonny, get out of here now. Just go.
Woo. Yeah. Woo. I'm shaky.
Look, Bunny, he's just jealous, that's all.
Yeah, well, I wish to God he had something to be jealous of. Can't you see what you're doing is wrong? When are you going to realize that this jerk is going to bring more misery to your life than Cece ever did? You are so stubborn and so damn blind to what is obvious to everyone else. You know, if I'm really going to help you, I'm going to have to do something drastic.
Like what? Kidnap Sonny and tie him up and try to electrocute him again? Or have your Uncle Mario rub him out? You know, Bunny, for a sweet, sophisticated man, you are very uncivilized.
You want civilized, Gina? You want civilized? How about I go to the cops and let them stop you?
What? Oh, that's a laugh. You go to the cops.
I mean it. If that's the only way to knock some sense into your head, I will break every rule I learned at my godfather's knee and do it. And someday you will thank me.
Thank you? You're just trying to scare me, Bunny.
Huh.
You wouldn't. Bunny, you couldn't. Bunny, you better not.
Julia, when you make a grand gesture like this, you need to at least understand your motive. I want to ask you once more. Are you in love with Michael?
I've been in love twice in my life. Once with Jack Lee, who's a complete scoundrel. Then there's Mason, who I thought had some redeeming qualities, but I was obviously wrong. Michael is good and wonderful, but I'm not in love with him. I was using him to get back at Mason, so what does that make me?
It makes you a human being, just like the rest of us who could make mistakes.
That's not good enough. It's too simplistic. Just because somebody's human, it doesn't absolve them of responsibilities. I'm not going to let myself off the hook like that.
So you're going to sacrifice yourself because you're not in love with Michael.
I would hardly say that I'm sacrificing myself. I'm just trying to stop sacrificing him.
Julia, you are one of the most responsible and loving people I have ever known. And far from harming Michael, I think your association with him has probably enriched his life and his faith. And what you're doing for friendship is very noble.
I don't feel very noble right now. I feel lost. I don't even know myself anymore. I thought I was a person of integrity.
I don't know too many people around who have the kind of integrity you have and do what you're doing. And I love you for it. And I respect you for it.
Unbelievable to me. It's unbelievable. Zach Kelton is the chief resident of obstetrics at the hospital. He's got impeccable credentials. I mean, I checked him out myself before you even went to him.
All of us, Cece, every one of us, you fooled.
How the hell can a man spend most of his waking hours taking care of women and then brutalizing them? How can he do it?
Well, Cruz says that there's really no doubt. None.
Baby, I trusted that scum with you and with my granddaughter.
Cece, this isn't helping Aiden. Stop.
You're right, honey. I'm sorry.
No, Daddy, it's okay. It's how we all feel. I'm just so terrified for Cruz. I mean, we don't know where he is or even if he's safe.
Eden, Cruz said that he was sure that Zach was going to lead him to the baby, which means that Cruz can follow Zach and be careful not to be seen. Zach is the one who's running. He's the one who's desperate. That gives Cruz a great advantage.
Yeah, but Mama, what if something happens to Cruz, you know? Then I'll lose them both.
Now, you listen to me. You stop this. You stop torturing yourself. He's going to come back with the baby. You believe this yourself. You told this to us. You just keep on thinking that way.
I know, Daddy. It's just, it's really hard. You know, Cruz is out there. He's all by himself. He doesn't have any help, and I have to sit in the house and wait for news.
No, you don't. You can come back with us.
No, it's not the place. It's just not knowing. And besides, I have to stay here because this is where Cruz is going to call when he tells me it's finally over.
Same dress. Who is she and what does she have to do with this?
Huh. No, this is great. Should make a habit of this.
Yeah, they were right when they said the way to a man's heart is through his stomach.
Do you realize that you take care of me better than anybody in my entire life ever has?
Do you realize that I kind of enjoy it? You know, it's kind of funny. Here I am, a psychiatrist, a liberated woman who has secret fantasies about feeding you and sewing buttons on your shirt.
Well, at the risk of sounding Neanderthal, I still love it when you take care of me.
Well, we take care of each other. It's the best way.
Speaking of taking care of each other.
Heather.
Huh.
I'm sorry.
What?
I need to talk to you.
You all right, Michael?
I'm fine. Would you look at this picture and tell me who this is? Do you recognize her?
She looks familiar, but,
Who is she?
Oh, yeah, it's Zach Kelton's sister, Claire.
What do you know about her?
Not a whole lot. I met her a few times when we were young.
Well, were they close?
Michael, why are you asking me these questions? What's going on?
Heather.
Michael, has something happened to Zach?
Heather. Zach is the rapist.
Want to lie down, honey?
No. I think I'm gonna go back up to the nursery. I feel better when I'm up there.
I'll call the Weather Bureau and get a report on the condition of the Hatchabees.
Yeah, things should be clearing up soon. And maybe Cruz will call back.
Honey, if it clears up, I'll get a helicopter to go up and look around.
That'd be wonderful, Daddy.
I'll be right back.
Oh, Mama. How could I have been with Zach all that time? I'd never known it was him.
It's part of the sickness, honey. His diabolical ability to hide it. That's how he could get away with it for so long.
It's just I don't trust my judgment. Because he was so calm and he was so cool and all the time he was thinking about what he did to me. He examined me after he raped me. I mean, how could anybody be that evil and cover it so completely?
I want you to let it go. I want you to let it go now. And try to think of something else. Remember when you were just a tiny little thing and you used to have nightmares?
Yeah.
And I'd come into your room and
tuck the cover right up under your chin. Do you remember that you made up a nursery rhyme to scare the monsters
yes,
away?
I do.
Do you remember how it went?
Goblins and ghouls, don't you dare show your face. Ghouls and ghosts, go away from this place. My mother's the queen, and my father's a king, and they have magical powers to give you a sting. I wish I had magical powers, Mama, to save my baby.
You know who you have? You have Cruz.
I have Cruz.
Yes.
He's gonna bring her home.
Come on, darling, answer. Answer.
Emmy-award-winning Santa-Barbara.
Very pragmatic guy, Gina. If the only way I can get you from destroying yourself is to turn you in, then in you go.
Oh, and next you're gonna tell me that it hurts you more than it hurts me. Funny. Friends don't turn their friends into the cops.
They do. If it's the only way to knock some sense into the beautiful blonde heads.
Look, I know you're just trying to look out for me. But I'm doing the right thing, trust me.
No, Caramilla. Not on this. What you and that old yokel are trying to do is wrong, period. You want to get back at CC? Make him pay back the victims of the families. You don't want that blood money on your conscience. Bad luck.
Oh, come on, Bunny. You sound like Father Michael or something. Since when did you get such a great set of ethics? You've been a crook all your life.
Hey, I was pushed into the family business. And I never deliberately hurt anyone. This is gonna sound corny, but thought of myself as sort of a Robin Hood.
Yeah, well, me too. I'm stealing from the rich and giving to the poor. The poor happens to be me and Brandon.
How do you know that Cece's not gonna retaliate and take Brandon away from you like he's threatened to do?
Because I'm gonna make sure of that. That is never gonna happen again. You see, it's all gonna be part of the deal that I get permanent custody of Brandon. I am sick and tired of Cece trying to take him away from me. From trying to turn Brandon away from me. Trying to ruin his image of his mother. I'm gonna make sure that never happens.
And Cece is just gonna lie down and let you walk all over him. He's gonna get even with you. You are starting a vendetta, Gina. Believe me, I know about family wars.
You're just trying to scare me, Bunny. You're just trying to think of every rotten thing you can. Well, it won't work.
I am just looking out for your best interest. When are you gonna realize that I am the only man in your life who loves you for who you are, not for what you can do for him? You are the most exciting, beautiful, sexy, perfect woman I have ever met. I can give you what you need. If you just admit you need it. And I can give it to you, Gina. Without the lies and the schemes. And without Sonny. Caramilla. Give me a chance to show you how good it can be. Well, guess that's my answer.
Look, Michael, I don't know what evidence you have or who identified him, but I can tell you very plainly that Zach Kelton is not the rapist.
Heather, there's no question about it.
Yeah, well, that's what they said about the other suspects, that there was no question about it. Michael, I grew up with Zach. We went to med school together. What you're saying is impossible.
How long has he been under investigation?
For quite a while. We just got a positive ID tonight.
Well, if he was a suspect, why didn't somebody warn Heather about this earlier?
They didn't think she was at risk. All his victims have been blonde. He's been tailed 24 hours a day.
I still think that's irresponsible.
Will you guys, will you stop it?
I mean, you're talking about this like it's true. I am closer to Zach than I've been with anybody in my life, and I know he is not capable of what you're talking of.
You gotta believe
Michael,
me.
I am just as sure as Cruz was about his friend Kane. Kane was railroaded because of circumstantial evidence.
There's more than circumstantial evidence. Cruz and I just saw somebody try and rape a woman tonight. He had a black ski mask on. He took it off. It was Zach. I just came from Zach's house. I was down in the basement. He built some sort of a shrine to Eden, and I found this there, too. Apparently, he's as obsessed with his sister as he was with Eden.
Michael, I can't believe it.
Well, you're gonna have to, because I need your help.
What kind of help, Michael?
All right, I want you to go over to Zach's house. I want you to look at the shrine. Maybe you'll be able to figure out something that I've been unable to explain. And I also need you to tell me everything you can about Claire. Anything you know. Where she lives, what she does,
Michael,
and how close
Michael, I don't
she
know
and Zach are.
anything about
How
Claire.
between them
Zach
get along.
told me she died 5 years ago.
I need a little time, Michael. I think I'm gonna take a walk with some air.
Let me go with you. I won't talk if you don't want me to, but I don't think you should be alone right now.
Yeah, I'll be waiting.
Michael, keep an eye on Celeste for me, will you?
Yeah, I will. Hi.
Hi.
I'm sorry, did I wake you with all of that?
Oh, no, I couldn't help but overhear your conversation. It's all right. I appreciate you not mentioning my name, you know, involved with everything that happened.
Well, I wish I could have told him. How you feeling?
Better.
Yeah?
Very tired right now. I'm really achy, especially my right side, but doesn't matter. I just keep remembering over and over again that I did something important. I really helped someone. Of course, none of that's gonna matter if Cruz doesn't find his baby.
Well, he will. It's just a matter of time. Cruz is one of the best cops I know.
So are you.
Well.
Why did you give that up?
Oh, that's a whole other story.
Yeah? So what are you gonna do now? Just try and find any information you can leading to Zach's sister?
Any way I can.
You need any help? I'm getting pretty good at this.
I think you contributed more than enough tonight. And I would like to take you home if you think that you would feel safe there alone.
Yeah, I'll be fine. The only person I'm afraid of is probably all the way to the mountains by now, running for his life.
Celeste, I want you to know that what you did tonight was very important. You made the difference. And I am proud to know you, and I hope that you are just as proud of yourself.
I am. Feels good for the first time in a long time.
I like to watch the flames.
You always said it helped you think. What are you thinking now?
About wanting us all to be together again. And being scared that it won't happen.
Adriana is coming home. We're all going to be together again.
What about you? When are you coming home?
I'm not sure.
What is it going to take to make you sure?
I'm sorry I'm not playing hard to get.
I know you're not. discard me. And I know you love me. But I'm beginning to think that's not enough.
I can't imagine loving any man as much as I've loved you. But when I'm living with you, I feel more like your Moll than your wife.
What the hell does that mean?
It means that you run the show, you like having me around, but it never occurs to you to consult with me or consider me even about things that concern me. I've told you this before.
I promised you I was going to change.
I haven't seen any kind of change.
You know, we keep going around in circles. There are times when I run the show and you love it, like the New Year's Eve party on the train. You thought it was wonderful and romantic.
It just can't be.
Michael was wrong to ask you to come here. Let me take you home.
Oh, no. That I had to come here, I never would have believed it. You know how close I am to Zach. I'm closer to him than anybody in the world, except for you. I grew up with him. How could I have not known?
That's what we're all asking ourselves, Heather.
But Scott, he lived in my apartment with me. I didn't sense anything. I didn't see any signs.
Yes, you did. Yes, you did. Remember you were worried because he didn't date much? And you also sensed that he had trouble meeting other women.
Scott, those are not traits of a madman, of a rapist, a murderer. I'm sorry, they're not.
I'm just reminding you that you did have questions about him.
I just thought that he was an overworked doctor, a sensitive man who didn't have this real macho image about himself. I loved him for all those quirky things. I've had intimate conversations with Zach about his life, his feelings, his fears. Never once did I think he could be a psychopath.
Honey, look how long it took Cruz to catch on to him. He was especially brilliant at hiding his illness.
I'm trained to recognize those illnesses, Scott.
No one else could. Not the other doctors that worked with him, not your father, not me. And look at Eden, honey. Eden was his victim as well as his patient. This is a case for the textbooks.
I am his friend as well as a doctor, Scott. If I could help him, if I would have been able to help him, maybe I could have saved those women. I don't know, maybe I could...
Please don't do this to yourself.
Oh.
You are not to blame for Zach's crimes or for not preventing them.
Oh, Zach. Why?
I'm sorry. I would never show up at this hour, but I need to talk to you. May I come in?
Come on in.
I need some information, and I need it right now, and you are the only person that can give it to me.
It was my decision.
What? I don't understand.
What did you want to talk to me about?
I need access to the central computer. I need to find out about a woman named Claire Kelton who died about 5 years ago and who may have been murdered.
What are you doing, man? You waiting for somebody? Are you just sleeping?
Where are you? If only really did have him arrested. Oh, what if the police are coming here to get me right now? Ah!
These are the things that money can't buy. Well, oh, what you got there, girl? You stuck me.
Oh, I'm sorry. I was just darning Brandon's socks.
Well, darn if you didn't sew one right to your front.
Oh. Well, never mind about that. What happened? Did you get him? Have you got him?
What do you think?
Well, I don't know. I want to see him. Let me see him.
What's the matter, girl? Don't you trust me?
It has nothing to do with trust. It has to do with greed.
Well, look at
Where
here.
are they coming?
Well, do I get a reward? You don't have any more of those needles on you, do you?
What old Sonny Sprocket? Slayer of dragons. You worried about getting a little prick?
Well, is that any way to talk to our mutual benefactor? Now, what's the first word that pops into your head when you think about me now?
Rich.
No, come on, Gina. Remember our agreement.
Genius.
Once more with feeling.
I could say it 100 times, Sonny. You are a genius. You're a genius. You're a genius.
I know that. You just keep on saying that. But the worst part isn't over yet. Hang on, girl. The best is yet to come.
Hello.
Dad, it's Mason.
Mason, I hope this is important. I'm trying to keep the line free for Cruz to call.
Yeah, it's very important. I need for you to meet me tomorrow morning at Gina's house for breakfast, 8 o'clock.
Don't you understand what is going on here?
I'm sorry, but the timing can't be helped. Better be there, Dad. Believe me, it's in your own best interest.
What is this all about?
You'll find out tomorrow morning. 8 o'clock, sharp.
Zach Kelton? That can't be. He's Eden's doctor.
It's incredible. I know.
He was the man that did that to me? You were saying something to me about his sister. He killed his sister?
It's possible. Whether he did it or not, I've got reason to believe that she has a very special role in his life and in his sickness, and I got to find out more about her. Will you help me?
Yeah. Yeah, I'll help you.
Can you go with me right now?
Yeah, Augusta can take care of Samantha. I'll just go get dressed.
Thanks. You've always come through for me.
And I hope I always will.
Tonight, a new definition of hard time for juvenile delinquents. 2,000 miles working in a wagon train. I'm Tom Brokaw. Assignment America on NBC Nightly News.
Saturday on NBC, History's Just One Big Laugh to Brenda's Teacher on 227, followed by Amen. Then Love is Blind on The Golden Girls when Blanche dates a man who can't see. And on Empty Nest, Susan Ansbach guest stars. Is she Harry's Miss Right or his mistake? Saturday's Just for Laughs, only on NBC.